welcome back. This is Built Mike's Way, and I'm Mike. I told you guys we'd be getting back on the 34 Ford, and here it is. I had dug it out from all the storage. I was keeping on top of it, which I'm not proud of, but anyways, let's get going. I told you I had a few things to show you, so check this out. Kale, I'm one of the guys at work, drew this up for me in a spare time, staying after working late. So this is the bezel I came up with because I want to run all these gauges. I really like these gauges a lot, and there's not room in the billet one that they send you with this kit. Actually, I bought my RPM gauge extra. This is the design I came up with. I'm thinking about making these available for people to buy in billet. I'm also thinking about doing one in wood, probably just to test it, see how it comes out. If anybody's interested in these, please leave a comment, let me know. I'm thinking about making them, like I said, out of billet. We're gonna have drop-in wood inserts in all these spots. I'm gonna leave it up to everybody to draw their or to drill their own blinker indicators. I'm thinking about just sending the LED lights with it, and if you want to use them, you can drill them into that, or you can drill them into your dash. It's really up to you guys. Let me know what you guys think. I think these gauges are going to be sweet, but this is going to be available. Please let me know if you guys are interested. Leave a comment on YouTube. Hit me up on my Facebook or Instagram, but definitely get at me if anybody's interested. Otherwise, I'm going to do 2 or 3 of these, and that's all that there's going to be. So keep that in mind. I've been ordering parts for the Cleveland. I have some aluminum freeze plugs that are threaded, so I'm going to have the block done, or I'm going to do it myself. Really important on the Clevelands, when you get high in the RPMs, they tend to blow out the stock ones. So that's why I got those. I also have this high flow oil filter adapter that they make. I'm gonna leave a link in below. I think it's Tim Meyer, or yeah, Tim Meyer, I think, that makes these. Wow, they're beautiful pieces, so you guys should definitely check them out. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. I also have the restrictor kit for the mains. No, I'm not gonna use them, but I'm gonna go ahead and thread the block just in case I end up going to a solid roller cam or something crazy like that. But other than that, I bought the super nice triangular kit from Roadster Supply. Mostly 32 stuff, but the rear end stuff, it's all universal front end stuff. So this is actually what I bought. And man, it's a nice kit. Everything's cast steel, especially these ends. I mean, they're just really nice, strong pieces. I like them a lot. So definitely check them out. Everything's TIG welded, which I think is super nice. Really take a little extra time. They take pride in their stuff. These are the stainless adjustable ends. Sorry, I want to make sure I showed you guys. They're super nice polished. The machining's great. No burrs. They just take pride in their stuff, so I like it. Check them out. Buy some stuff from them. Buy stuff from all these guys. Tim Meyer, great guy. Cleveland dude. You guys tell me to buy stuff from him when you guys commented on some of my Cleveland stuff, which is awesome because you guys, some of the guys from the Cleveland stuff are from Australia. So those are some definitely down south boys, and they're still telling me to buy his stuff because he buys their stuff all the way from Australia. So Tim Meyer, I believe is his name, and if I'm messing it up, I'm really sorry, buddy. I've had some great talks with him. He's probably going to end up doing most of my engine, so again, check his stuff out. Those are a couple of things we got going, and I got one more surprise coming up too. Sheet metal brake. Man, I've been looking for one of these for a long time. And if you guys do any sheet metal work, you know these guys aren't cheap. This one happens to be brand new. The guy, unfortunately, was going through a divorce. Couldn't keep it or whatnot, so I bought it. This thing is been used one time. 4-footer. You guys know 6-footers are probably the most common. I might be a little short on a couple of things, but we'll have to splice a couple of panels, no big deal. Now I've been rambling for over 5 minutes. Alright guys, let's get to it. I've rambled on long enough. Well, rough start to the day. I was gonna press on the axle bearings onto the axle, but unfortunately, these are way the wrong size. This is still tapered right here. It hasn't even got close to where it needs to go, and these things are too tight. So, unfortunately, they sent me the wrong bearing, probably for a 31 spline axle that actually necks down or something. We'll give them a call Monday, see if we can get another set of bearings set out to us. But for now, this is kind of wrapped up. I haven't decided if I'm going to put the bolts in yet. I might order some stainless ones. We'll see. But everything else turned out pretty good. I didn't tack, like I said, I didn't tack it to the axle. So we still have our adjustment for our pinion, and we still got our side to side, because I know it ain't perfectly centered right now. And then we want to show you some of the other stuff I've gotten for the Cleveland. Okay. These are some heads I found at the swap meet, and at first glance they look like I really got something cool. These are big block Ford heads. I was going to use these on my 351 Cleveland, and I still may, but these are supposedly some old school NASCAR heads. Guy ran them here in Washington at a couple of the tracks, small tracks, nothing serious. But they've had a ton of work to them. They've had welded plugs in them. Some of the screens. So that's how they did some of the oil slowdown in the passages. This one's actually completely blocked on this one, but they've had a ton of work, unfortunately. I got a super good deal on them, but they're mainly going to be for mock-up. They've had welding in here. This one has actually had the port raised. It's actually, they actually welded it and did a whole bunch of work in there. They made this super thin for some reason. I don't know, maybe it had a blower on it. It did have 2 gaskets stacked on this thing when I got it. So I was just going to weld build up the whole side and get it back to whatever this one was. But turns out, I don't know if you guys saw, this says 408 in there, and this one says 377. I'm assuming that's why they're different, because other than that, the numbers are exactly the same. If you guys know a lot about these heads, please let me know. I would love to use these, but the more and more I look at them, the stranger and stranger they get. But aluminum big block Ford heads are not cheap to come by. This one has had a bung welded into it. Probably not very good considering all the welds on the top. They've got some helicoils in these. Another one. They don't look to be in too bad a shape. They've definitely had some work done to them, but I unfortunately don't know much about these heads. If you guys do, let me know. Again, here's the number. This is a 377. This one over here says it's a, if that helps, 408. There is a additional number right here. 3514S. And this one is 377-1S. Hope you guys know something about these guys. Got some other numbers down here. The plugs are different in all of them. This one's had weld buildup, so I'm assuming that had a big plug. They tuck it out. Yeah, lots of different stuff going on with this thing. But let me know if you guys know of anything. I would really love to use these. Welding isn't a problem. Also, I paid $100. Other cool score I got at the swap meet. Stub nose bead roller, so you can really get the profile you want versus using a long one like that. This is going to work better. It's going to really make the end profile a lot stronger, especially when I do beads for the panels around the hot rod. I'm going to do beads for the tubing on the ends of the turbo lines. What do we need? Just when you go to make this bead right here on the end, it makes it a lot stronger. It clamps down harder. So this is going to be really nice. This one's in pretty good shape, other than probably a screw missing. We're going to clean it up a little bit and use it. Really hope you guys are enjoying the updates on the 34. It's probably about as far as we're going to get this week. The axle is assembled. I do want to find out some more about these heads. These things are super cool and I want to use one of them. I don't think I can use them both because they're just so different. But let me know if you guys know anything. And we're going to stay on this thing. I got some more parts coming in. We'll get those bearings figured out for the rear housing. And yeah. We're going to order up some sheet metal now that I got the brake that we need to bend the sheet metal. We're pretty much there. I got a few more little tools to round up and we can start doing the floor in this thing, getting some of the sheet metal work done. Thanks for sticking around, and 34 is going to start looking like a car again here pretty soon, I hope.